and welcome back to the Gaming Nerd Live. We are back again at the mazes. I find myself spinning my wheels with this one, guys. It's I delete a line, make a line, delete it again, make it differently, then go back and make it the same way I did it the first time, and repeat the process 5-6 times. I'm convinced that the least computationally intensive way of controlling, well, I'm unconvinced really, of the best way to control these nodes with the least number of components, but also having it as simple as possible. If I feed the string in here and at this end, and then have each node chop off a piece and then spit the rest of it down the chain, it's the easiest in terms of wiring because I just line them one into the other. But with this system, it has a lot of components per node. This system here uses Wi-Fi, where each node has its own unique address, and I'm going to loop through all the addresses and chew through the letters one at a time. That should save me a lot of components, but we'll see what happens because that requires a lot more complicated circuitry in order to synchronize the Wi-Fi channels and the what's what I'm looking for? The Wi-Fi channels and the data that's going to them. But for now, let's populate these rows. I have it arranged. I have it set up this way so that if I choose to add more rows or columns in the future, for Pete's sake, it's off by 1 pixel. 1 bloody pixel. Up. Okay. Now those should be closed. Yeah, it's closed. Okay. And they just, if I add more columns, then these ones just chain them so they increase the number. What happens is that the first one in the chain over here needs to have an external memory of like just a little memory block like this somewhere tucked away in the walls of 0. That's it. That's all there is to it. Or sorry, 100. You start with maybe 99. If we want it to be in the 100 range, we need to start one outside the range because this first block here is an addition block that adds the previous signal one. So this signal is passed on to the next node, and then there's a brief calculation. It's passed on to the next node, and wash, rinse, repeat all the way through. And so what the idea is that each node has its own Wi-Fi address that is determined by that math. Right, so this one is 100 plus, and this little memory block down here just says 1, so it's 100 plus 1, and that 101 goes into this Wi-Fi block, and then channel 101 over here is going to get the signal that's sent to it, where this thing turns it into signals to the doors. So that's step 1, is to just wire this up. It's a lot less tedious than it was last night. That was going to be really, really nasty. But it's still not fun. It's boring as snot. But I should only have to run 15 wires this time. Not even. Maybe 8. We'll see. So these ones are going to get their signal from... yeah, do it this way. I just want all the wires to overlap nicely when I'm done, so that I don't have to go like it looks all nice and purty. Let's see here. Okay. I don't even know what that was. Okay. Damn it, I think I did it the other way. I think it's 1 pixel down. That's better. Okay. I just need to connect this one here. Alright. Alright. That's 4. That's 3. No, it's 4. Okay. Come on. Come on. See, now we're up to 3,336 objects. Oh, for Pete's sakes, did it again. There we go. What was that? I have no idea what that sound even was. Never even heard that in my life. What the heck was that? No alerts here. Someone on Discord? Nope. Wow, that's weird. Who knows? Whatever. Let's put up Windows, Facebook, blah, YouTube tab up here. Maybe YouTube will have some more information for me. Alright. Nope, YouTube is less than helpful. Okay. Should be the last time we have to copy all these nodes. Does it? Nobody. Come on. 6,152 items. It beats the pants out of the 1,300 that we were looking at the other night, so I'll take it. And it's no longer going to be a race for the room. My goal is to put an elevator down here, and if you can make it to the basement, then you get an elevator for your troubles. I'm gonna put this up here. Get some platform going on over here. Okay. Okay, what are we doing here? We're stepping through a system that's been one letter at a time. So wish it was an inverse concatenate. That'd be nice. Just strip a letter, one letter off at a time. Okay, we're gonna set this up from the start as a tick-tock system because it's gonna have at least two stages to its actions. We have a viewer. I see that number. You are not sneaky. Okay, so tick 1. I think there's gonna have to be 3 ticks. Tick 1 happens if there's not, and that is if, oops, let's put this way. If this state is off, and this state is off, and there's a tick, and we'll say set state. We'll have to make sure that these go both zeros as well as ones. And what happens here with this guy, gets a tick and he's going to increment a counter. That's all he does. And that counter is going to be watching for a threshold. Make sure you lock the components in case, yeah. Well, first I gotta get them to work. Yes, that is an excellent point that you make, but first step is to make it work. We'll worry about jackasses later. Okay. But you make a very valid point, my friend. Always lock your wiring in case somebody wants to be a dick. No, I want to go, let's see, from signal out. Here it goes in, and this goes back up to here for comparison. If that number, yes, is greater than a number we'll specify over here, this is the total number of channels. Maybe we add that at the end of the maze to communicate what the number of channels were automatically. For now, we'll just say 256, I believe. And all that's going to do is that's going to reset that to 0. Should discover that condition that the numbers are past the 256 increments. Alright, what next? So that this one we're going to have to strip a letter off the gigantic control string. And then when this is, oh, we could do that over here too. Okay, not here. When this signal coming out of the greater than component is active, which is technically 0, so any other time is a 1. No, other way around. Yeah. Regex is going to pardon me, sorry. How am I going to do this one? Oh, right, that's what I want to do. This trigger here is going to open up this gate briefly, and it's going to translate this one over here. So this is the one that converts the takes the maze selection, puts it into the system. So that goes into here. Actually, you know what? Let's not do it to the regex. Let's do it to a memory block. Into a memory block here. And that memory block. Hang on here. I believe we want to use another relay. Well, no, we'll use this relay here. Only if, So this one is going to be if this state here is off, and this one here. Oh wait, hang on. I think I'm gonna put this up over here to its own little. Wait. Okay, no, I'm thinking the wrong one on that side. Okay, but this side, yes. This one here gets a state out, goes into this relay here, and this oscillator gets a pulse that goes out to here. What am I forgetting? Oh, we need another and not block here. I missed something in here. We want this to be a one shot, so we're gonna add another and not pair here, so that the it only fires when the relay is not on. So when none of them are on, this first one fires. But as soon as it fires, it seals itself off until it's reset. Okay, now over here we've got similar 2 station dot. So in this case, we're looking to make sure that that one is active, and then we're going to need to put another AND gate in here. Okay, that makes sense. No, I did that wrong. State out. Where's that one going? This one's covered. This one's covered out here. This sets the state. Now, when this happens, this one here is going in here. This is not fun. Okay, so we've done this before with those other components. We're going to say the signal out from the memory block is going to go into the regex here. And it's also going to go into this regex over here. This regex block is going to strip off the rest, like everything but the first character on the string. It's going to say from the start, and then there's a dot, and brackets, output, and there's a name of the group, dot start, and dollar. So that should, and up here, put it up here. Output, and we're going to call this, I think this is like 300 or 400 long, so I'm going to say 350 for now. And that signal out is going to come over, signal out is going to go here. And hopefully change this one for us, but only when this is off. I don't even know if that's going to work. So that one's going to strip off everything but the first letter, and this one's going to do the opposite. This one's going to split off our first letter. So this one, another little circumflex sign, and then we say, now we start the named group right out of the gates. Output, and then put a dot, which is a single universal wildcard. And dot start dollar sign. So that should pick up the first letter only. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't know. There shouldn't be too much reject MAZES or Mr. Adamonus. Adamonus, Nostradamus. There should be very little regex in this one. I'm just this is much more complicated than it needs to be, I'm sure. I'm just going for the functionality right now. So this letter is going to get merged with a regex suffix. Sorry, I said this is almost done for regex. I lied. Okay, this one I'm going to have to look up. Actually, no, I might have it in one of these libraries. Maze node 1? Yeah, this is the one that has the regex. Okay, so this one, oh no, I didn't save it to this one. Okay, hang on, what about this one? No, this is the one that I'm using now. Great. Alright, you're gonna have to go find it. Okay, just need a second over here, guys. I just gotta take this window over here, go to my Google Docs. Maybe my notepad still has it open somewhere. Hang on. Got like 19 million tabs open. Aha! Look at that. Whoever thought that'd be nice to be a digital hoarder. Okay, so we have our dictionary suffix is what this is called, I believe. We're going to leave that at one line. And we're going to make this like, I think it has to be 350 again. And that's going to get married to the letter that comes out of this regex here. Oops. Copy this text too. Copy this text. More about trauma. What? First time I've actually can't use it. Guys say I've been watching your videos for a long time. Love your videos. Oh man, thank you. I love hearing that kind of stuff. It really makes my night. Thank you so much. You might recognize this little technique that we're going to use here then, because we're going to go over here to the regex. This one gets a nice big fat. Oh, I think like that one. I think that takes a semicolon. We're gonna have to test it out in a sec, but we'll leave that there for now. This gets a signal in from. Oh no, maybe not. We did that a little early on the signal in. Okay, this is coming out of this regex. It goes into the first input of the concatenate block. The dictionary suffix goes into the other side, and then what comes out goes into the other regex block here. And this is our output. So this is what this one's going to do. If you look at the, hang on, I want to save what I'm doing first. Give me a moment. Okay. What this one's going to do is we have all of these, remember, so this one, this regex block is stripping off the first letter from the stream of what's going to control the maze. So each letter comes into here, it's concatenated with this string here. Alright, and what this does is this converts the, oh, hang on, yeah. This converts all the possible letters that it could be into 4-digit characters, essentially binary, but then, so this one's going to split it out, and this one over here, we need to put some conditionals on this one. Basically, this one over here is going to get this, hang on, we need to have a Wi-Fi channel over here. Right, that's, this guy's incremented value is going, this is the channel number. What does this have to do with the price of gas? Here. Oh, that's coming from, okay. Alright, sorry, I get you. So this memory block here is going to spit out the number over to here. That's going to control the channel. And then the regex signal is going to come from here and go into signal in. And then as long as, yeah, this could be, it's not going to be super fast. It's probably looks like it's going to take 3 or 4, maybe 5 cycles per node, but there's what, 256 nodes. 60 cycles per second is 4 nodes per second, I'm guessing, roughly, in my head. I don't know, I'm not going to do that math on a calculator, it's not really relevant. But we do need to put some conditionals on this guy. And trigger them, because I think they all start in the off position. Hang on, let's make sure they all start in the off position. I feel the pain as well whenever I look back at my components and wiring. It feels like reading code without any comments. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is, isn't it? You can't comment this shit. You could leave. I've done that where I've like sorted everything, like look, I put like labels on stuff like this. But when you're writing component math like this, it doesn't. It's, yeah, you're kind of fumbling in the dark. And like if you make a mistake like this one here, right? I'm trying to, why is that memory coming out? No, like look. This wire here is going past it into the greater than component above it. That's kind of terrible visual wiring on my part, but at the same time it's kind of funny. Okay, so we need an and put these guys over here. And we're going to say if this one here is on, I'm going to bring it over here so I know it's coming down this way. And this one is also on, stay out. And that signal goes into here, and then we get a pulse from the oscillator. Signal out. And this goes into set state here. Trick is that these two also need to be configured to have 0 outputs with their false conditions. Oh, they already have. Good. Okay, what we're going to do to see if we can preemptively troubleshoot this a little bit we're going to modify these relays slightly. We're going to create a little system here where there's a nut block. Where's the nut block? There's a nut block. Okay. This one and the light component behind it, we're going to shrink it down to like 0.2. Okay, the nut block goes in between them. Check this out. We want to wire the nut block to one of these. We're going to call this one, give it like a radius like 5. And make it red. If it's connected to the nut block, make sure it's connected to the red. And then on the other side here, we're going to make this again a radius of 5. And put 0 here and 0 here. And so what we've got now is we have actually, hang on, I gotta close the door. Okay, so we're going to copy these little tidbits here over to every single relay. And then we're going to connect them to that relay state so that hopefully, by just looking at it, we can see when the relays are on and when the relays are off, and that should give us some sort of diagnostic hope in hell. The nut block can be made to go back, but those little lights have to be forward of the on a higher level. There you go. I gotta get rid of those. So bring those up to 0.7. Light. Oh, we're just barely enough outlets on this one. Just barely. It's serendipitous or fate, depending on who you talk to. And now we push this one back and bring 2 lights forward. Now that I've been watching this, kind of want to install the game. Way too much From the Depths. Never heard of it, never played it. Tell me about it. No? Okay. Well, just leave me in the mystery then. Okay. Yeah, 7 again. And one last one. We have. We should probably line them up first. It makes things a little bit easier. Light component. Light component. No, not that one. I want light component. Again, with the perfect number of outputs. This one, right? Okay. Let me get rid of this setup here. Basically, a zip code where creature and crash and battle it on the high seas. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Not exactly my bag, but it sounds pretty cool. If I'm right, this could be it. This could be the working thing. We gotta put the. Do we have dictionaries? Oh, we gotta. Hang on. I gotta. I got code for this. Where's my MATLAB? There we go. So I got 2 mazes at the moment, but it's the right size. They need to be here. No, they need to be here. Okay. Let's call this a 1. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to modify that maze code a little bit here. Okay, copy that. Okay, for I equals 1 to length of tests, change test of I to 0. No, yes, 0. Okay. Now if we look at tests, it's all zeros. Copy that here. And we say 0 dash or dash 0 semicolon blankety blank. And now we have a 0 condition maze where it's everything's closed. So let's give that a try. That's good. Didn't look like a change, but that's important because we didn't change the last maze, and so that should be what it's. Hang on here. That should be 0. Yep, good. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm not hopeful because I haven't had much success with this so far, but you never know. Oh wait, this has got to go. Oh, it does go back to. Okay. Alright, 6:45. My brain is a function which at a capacity. Oh, 6:44 a.m. Wow, dude. I appreciate your dedication for the stream, but go sleep. That's an order. Let's see if it works this. Oh, please work. I didn't even put text displays on this, so it's not going to reward that kind of bravery. Or does it? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. Oh dear God. I think I broke it. Yep. Hang on. Line of sight. Lights. Disable crew AI. And free cam. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, but the good news is that it's in 0 condition as it should be. It would just come down to a matter of optimization if we, or like if it just might be too many nodes. If I can get to this terminal before I die of old age. See what happens if I change it to 1. Yeah. Come on, enter. Nope, nothing changed. Gosh damn it. Alright, well, we're going to put this one out of its misery. We're going to change to 10 by 10, I guess. Yeah, my computer's going nuts, and that's like a 5880X and a 3090 running a 2D game. Shouldn't be struggling that hard. There we go, now it's dying down. Okay, well, we'll go back up to here. Yeah, I could get away with 1 row until I get it working. It doesn't really need everything. Yeah. I feel like I get here every night and get to this point and then have to give up because of time. We're at 40 minutes, so I'm not really going to give up yet. Okay, but I really thought this multi-step method was going to work, so let's break it down. Oh, I'm not really in the mood for this to go through this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm frustrated with this because it's been so many nights, but I realized we'd do the same thing every flipping night for like the last week. So I promise we'll get this sorted by the end of the week and end of this coming week, I suppose. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll move on to something else. Guys, I'm sorry to cut it short. I know I usually do an hour when it's only been 40 minutes, but tonight I need to draw it to a close because I am exhausted. And guys, hopefully you learned a little something in the wiring parts. If not, hang in there. We're definitely sure we're doing something educational in the future. As always, guys, stay